Well, guys, another day today. We are going to be talking about swing trading. We're going to be going over a position that we are in on, kind of doing a little recap on it. We're up a couple $100, so I hope you guys will enjoy it. If you do, smash that like button, subscribe. And if you guys want to learn more about swing trading, check out our school. It's fantastic. We have private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat, but more importantly, we actually teach you to trade, right? Which is crazy. But so check it out down below. You guys can get 50% off by using code LEARN. So if you guys want to elevate your trading game this summer, check it out down below. Like I said, we have private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat, and we teach you how to build a strategy, how to build that approach. So check it out down below. You won't regret it. And let's have a quick word from the best broker of all time. I know a lot of you are just getting started with investing, and one app that I've been using is called Moomoo. It's super beginner friendly, but still gives you pro level tools like live market data, easy to read charts, and news all in one place. And the best part, new users can get up to 60 free stocks when you open up an account with qualifying deposit. And honestly, that's actually why I tried it, and I've been using it ever since. Check out the link down below if you guys are curious. And that broker is Moomoo. So yes, make sure you guys sign up. I appreciate you guys doing that. And let's jump into this here. So when it comes to swing trading and trading in general, one thing is there is a million strategies. So the strategy that I show you today is a strategy that I've been working on and practicing for over 7 years. So there's going to be things in here that maybe you guys are confused about. Maybe you feel overwhelmed. And if you have questions, ask. That's why I post these videos. That's why I do that. So ask in the comments. And let's jump into this here. So the first thing is obviously the broker I use is Moomoo. Now, why I use them is because of the charting, scanning, and indicators. There's brokers out there that I've used in the past, and honestly, I know they sponsored this video, but I've been using them for a long time, and I wouldn't recommend something that I don't use. So that's the first thing here. So when it comes with finding a stock for a swing trade, the first thing I look at is the trend. I love the expression make it simple, stupid. I'm not the type of trader that's going to have a million different charts up, scanners up, and, trying to get in and out of positions, like for swing trades. And I'm going to just try to keep it as simple as I can, whether I'm day trading or swing trading. So with GRDN here, this was a stock here that our Moomoo scanner gave us. And, one of the reasons I absolutely loved it at first here was because of the trend. You guys can see that it had this nice little trend line. It hit it several times, right? Establishing good support here. So it hit it, right? Got buying pressure, hit it again. We had buying pressure. Recently went from 26 all the way down to about $19. So, the next thing I will always look at is an indicator called the RSI. The RSI was trading for about a 30, which the last time I was trading for a 30 was back in about this range where we saw a nice little move going up, which is important. So the thing about trading is you're looking back at previous history to see if it repeats itself. That's kind of the ideal situation, using indicators and, technical patterns, whatever you want to call it, to get some sort of edge over other traders. So, for me, having a checklist will really help me find those quality picks. So the first thing is that trend. The next thing is the RSI. After that, I will always look at moving average lines. You guys can see that red line right here represents the 200-day moving average line. So this in the past here is acted as a very hard support where it would hit it, got good buying pressure, hit it, buying pressure. You guys can see it just had some good buying pressure there. So recently when it sold off here around that 200-day moving average line, that's kind of where we started looking at it because the scanners that we have in place, and it was still on that general trend line down. So we didn't want to hop in on it because the trend was still going down, right? So what is something you should do to fix that and find those good confirmations? So for me, I'll always go to a lower time frame. Going to a lower time frame like the hourly or the 4-hourly chart will help you find those basic, supports and resistance lines. So really, you guys can see that this stock just had this, right? This general downward trend where it would pretty much hit that yellow line, which is the 50-day EMA line, and it would hit it. And we just had a lot of sell off there. So now what we did here is we went to that hourly time frame, and we noticed that it was hitting that 90-day moving average line as resistance on the hourly. So it popped up above it and then popped up above that 200-day moving average line. When a stock is above moving average lines, historically they act as support. So we pretty much waited for that. And that's exactly where we got in, near and around the 2051 area. So it wasn't the peak bottom down here. It wasn't, anything like that. But what we had, and why I think this is important, is we had good risk management, because we could enter there, keep our stop loss a little bit below that for a possible push back up to the about $24 level. That's kind of my thought process on this trade. Look at that risk versus reward, 6.72, meaning for every dollar I put in, I'm hoping to make $6 off a single dollar. And the reason why that's very important is because as you start trading, you'll slowly start to realize that consistency is super important. So if you guys are starting out with like $1,500, maybe you find a stock like this that just say, 40 times over the course of a year, you're risking that 2% with a risk versus reward of about 6 to 1, which is what we found here. Your win-loss percentage, even if your win-loss percentage is 30%, meaning you win 30% of the trades you take, but at the end of the month, you've more than about doubled your account, which is exactly what you want to do. So it's not about these crazy, crazy moves. It's finding consistency and patterns and strategies that work well for you. So this is kind of the boat that we're in now. The stock is just rallying its way up. We see a nice little trend kind of in this direction, and we're going to keep our stop loss right now below that 21-24 area, in that range of support right here. As you guys can see, there's some support there, so we'll just keep our stop loss around there and let this thing continue to rally its way up. And that's exactly what we look for. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe, and if you guys want to learn more about trading, check out our school. If you guys want to use Moomoo as the best broker, I'll see you guys. Take care.